Welcome, Binanceans, and it's great to have you here. This is our AMA with Travala, and we're going to be asking some questions of one of the world's leading blockchain-based travel agencies. You've been around since 2017, which makes you an established crypto business. Can I please have a quick introduction to yourself, Sam and Shane, and a little bit about Travala?
Thank you, Liam, and very pleased to join today. So thank you for the opportunity. So I'm the CMO of Travala.com. I joined the company a year ago. I've been in the travel space 20 years, lived in Asia Pacific, Middle East and Europe, currently based in Brisbane. I've worked across all sectors of the travel business, including airlines, destinations, hotel groups. And more recently into crypto. I've been in the crypto space a couple of years. So now I'm sitting at the perfect intersection of travel and crypto. And I'll hand over to Shane.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Liam, for having us here and everybody that's tuning in. Shane Sibley here, Head of Business Development at Travala.com. I've been around, well, I guess I just celebrated my second anniversary at Travala. And I've been in cryptocurrency here since 2017. So the Travala.com, like you mentioned, has been around since 2017 with a unique value proposition of accepting cryptocurrency. And it's largely been based around crypto as well with our loyalty program in AVA. We have access to over 3 million different travel products globally. We operate globally. And we've got access to 90 different payment solutions, and we really want to just enable choice when you're checking out and purchasing your travel inventory.
Fantastic. You mentioned the AVA token. Can you tell us a little bit about AVA and its use case within the Travala ecosystem?
Absolutely. So with each one of your travel bookings, you're going to get a percentage back in AVA. So it's our loyalty and rewards program. So unlike different loyalty programs that give you specific points that you can use towards the platform, you're actually able to take those loyalty points and put them back on exchange and use it for something else if you wish to. If you hold it on Travala and you use AVA, then you get specific discounts on the platform. So if you transact in AVA, you get an additional 3% off of your bookings. But we also have our SMART program, which allows you to stake AVA for additional discounts and loyalty, up to a 5% discount and a 5% give back on the platform. So we've got 5 specific tiers outside of our NFT, which gives you additional use cases.
So loyalty obviously is core to many businesses, and we talk a lot in crypto about community. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention that Travala does or does for its community that helps build value for the people who use your product?
Yeah, Shane just touched on the highest tier of our loyalty program. In order to access this, you've got to unlock the benefits by purchasing an NFT. We have our own Travel Tiger Club NFTs that were launched in January 2022. They're available on OpenSea. And this gives you not only additional benefits, but also some exclusive kind of benefits that we circulate within our community as we look to grow the community moving forward. So one of the really cool things that we do on a quarterly basis is we have travel drops, unique travel experiences only available to our Diamond members. And we do a travel drop live every quarter. And one of our lucky members gets the opportunity to win a special once-in-a-lifetime experience. So as an example, earlier last year, we had a Maldives, very, very high-end package, private jets, really, really exclusive experience. It was worth around $70,000. And then we followed that with other really cool experiences around the world. The latest one that we did was an all-inclusive trip to the Super Bowl. So this is just one of the many benefits. We also have lounge passes for all our sort of leisure and business travelers, as well as a number of other perks that are unlocked through the loyalty program, and more things in the pipeline this year.
And I think the main thing that we wanted to do when we were rolling out the NFT line is we were looking at the rise of NFTs, and a lot of them were profile pictures, and there's a lot of craze around the artwork. But we were looking at the functionality of NFTs, and we really wanted to roll out a membership, a true membership. So what does that really look like? So giving things back to the community for their community involvement, things like the travel drops, things like some travel credits, things like the lounge access passes. So we want to truly roll out utility for an all access pass to travel.
Yeah, fantastic. I think it's such an interesting use case for the technology. Clearly NFTs are a big opportunity in terms of building community, and travel is such an exciting space to see that start to happen. Binance has had a really long-standing partnership with Travala, and we've worked on a number of different things over the years. But can you talk a little bit to the partnership that our businesses have?
Yeah, for sure. And I can touch on this one. Travala is a Binance-backed company. So we've been able to work quite closely with the Binance team on a number of different initiatives. We've been really excited to do so as well. So we've been able to help support different events. We've got different card marketing campaigns as well that give you access to discounts on the platform when you're using the Binance card. And then we've got the strategic relationship, like being able to access our inventory directly through the Binance marketplace, things like the mini app. We've got the hotels functionality right now, so you can enter into the Binance marketplace. You can book your hotel in a fully gasless experience. So a number of different strategic initiatives that we've run with Binance over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and just to add to that, last year we supported the global event that you had in Paris, and also we launched another large strategic partnership with the Binance card. So currently that's partnership is available to Europe, but we're just rolling out a few other global destinations, which essentially gives people more discount and give backs within the travel space. So yeah, please check out this special offer that we have. Is running, I think, to the end of this year.
Awesome. I'd love to hear your take on the travel market after COVID. Clearly, that was a really disruptive event for the travel industry. How are you feeling? What are you seeing from users? How are people approaching travel at the start of 2023?
Great question. Actually, towards the end of 2022, there's a number of different reports out there, but one of the ones that caught my eye was indicated that the total global travel revenue of the travel tourism industry was around 5% below the 2009 revenue. So that's obviously when COVID hit and the global pandemic started. So this year we're looking at something in the range of $850 billion, which would take us a 10% increase on the pre-COVID figures. So we definitely see travel's back, travel's rebounded. There's a number of different, interesting trends that are coming out on the back of COVID, essentially. So people are spending more in travel. They're looking to upgrade their experiences. People are looking to travel more. So we overall see it as very positive. And, bringing it back into the crypto space as well. There's a couple of reports that also show, I think around 13% of the adult population now owns crypto. And we expect to see more people spending crypto, especially in the travel space, moving forward. So we're super pumped for this year, and definitely travel's back in a big way.
And during the pandemic, in the crypto industry, there's a lot of risk takers, and that kind of comes down to their lifestyle as well. There's a lot of remote workers, digital nomads. It was the rise of remote work, right? So during the pandemic, we did a lot better relative to some of the competitors or the major companies in the industry. So some of the major online travel agencies were putting out fires. Well, we were doing quite okay because the crypto travel industry was doing quite strong. The crypto markets were strong, and people were still traveling, and they were finding their way around the world, and going to different remote locations, digital nomads, and you can actually see that in the booking behavior as well. There is the extension of the stays is much larger than the online travel agencies that we have in our competitive sphere. So it was really interesting to see during the pandemic.
You speak to some of the value propositions in one of the earlier questions, and you speak a lot about the community and how you build value for those at Travala. Clearly, the competitive nature of the travel industry is there. The travel industry is very competitive. How do you stay competitive in this kind of market, and now in a crypto bear market or downturn? How do you stay competitive as a travel firm?
Yeah, I would say we're still a relatively young company. We started in 2017. So in order to compete with the big players in the market, we've always got to be on our toes. One of the key things is innovation is at our core, and we're moving rapidly into the Web3 space. So we want to kind of become kind of a disruptor in the travel industry as well. So we have our core booking platform, but with a strong technology team and the Web3 space, we already have a loyalty program built on the blockchain. We have our own range of NFTs and some of the other kind of USPs that we've already covered briefly in this chat today. So I think that's where the future lies. We have a couple of really exciting initiatives coming up this year as well. And Shane can probably touch a little bit more on some of those as well.
Yeah, like Sam had mentioned, the innovation really is at our core, and we want to continue to build out things like the NFT program, and we've got our loyalty program that's built on the blockchain, but we want to continue evolving that. There's a lot of existing businesses or existing industries that can be largely disrupted by the blockchain and these innovative products. So how do we start removing some of these intermediaries and making the process the customer journey a whole lot better? And how do we incorporate the community involvement into these products into the core business model and actually making it really exciting to interact with a brand? So that's what we're largely looking to do with Travala, and that's going to be heart and soul of what we're going to be rolling out in the near future. Things that we're excited about in that rollout. There's things like the short-term home rentals. I talked about remote work and digital nomads, and we've got access to 600 different airlines, 2.2 million different properties in hotels, and 400,000 global activities. And where we see this short-term home rentals kind of coming into play here, especially with the remote workers. Well, you may not want to go and stay for a month in a hotel, but you may want to do your own cooking and actually stay at a short-term home. So if you're going to be going to a nomad village and staying there for 30 days, you might want to do your own cooking. You might want to actually have a living room and a living space, or have a number of different bedrooms to bring in other people. So I think this is going to be huge for the company, and I think it's going to be huge for the industry to be able to accept cryptocurrency for the short-term homes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a clear shift in the way that we live and work, and such a clear opportunity, I think, for a business like yours. Talk me through the process of booking travel with crypto on Travala. What does it look like? How do I deposit? How do I get my fiat dollars in? And what does the flow look like from there? Talk me through the process.
I mean, there's going to be a number of different exchanges that you can purchase your AVA and deposit in your wallet. Again, we want to really enable choice, and we want the customer experience to be as good as possible. So you don't have to be a crypto native to be able to interact with our brand. You can hold cryptocurrency and use it as a tool to pay for your inventory, or you could pay with fiat dollars and be able to get AVA on the back end of your booking. But the user experience is quite simple. You come to Travala.com, and then you go through the booking process, much like Expedia or Booking.com. You pick your flights, your hotels, your activities, whatever it may be, and when you get to the checkout page, you can click a number of different options for payment. So if you click cryptocurrency, you're going to find the cryptocurrency that you want to pay with. We're going to generate a QR code. We're going to lock in a rate for 15 minutes, and when the payment is made, we'll send you your inventory, or we'll send you your itinerary directly to your email. Now, I'd suggest making an account on Travala, because you won't be able to collect AVA otherwise. You're able to do it without making the account. But again, if you want to collect the loyalty and rewards and actually get a give back, then you'd want to come or register on Travala.
Yeah, just to add to what Shane's saying, he touched on the fact that you don't need to be a crypto native to use our platform. So we're opening, we're pushing towards, the younger demographic, or people that are not even really in the crypto space. They can come and use our platform with very little knowledge and understanding of the crypto. And it's, similar to what Binance is also doing, with some of your university courses, like, looking at the younger generation or even the older generation who are new to this space. So we want to enable an end-to-end seamless journey that anyone can use, and it's a good opportunity also for people to get in the crypto space and experience what we do on a daily basis.
And I think it's two other points here. One is, I think it's really important to note when you go to an online travel agency, there's a lot of people that are going to do cross comparisons on pricing. So if you were to open up Travala, our pricing is going to be, the same price that you're going to see on the front screen is going to be the same price you see on the checkout window. Whereas when you go to a lot of other brands, they're going to mark up their checkout window relative to the front price. So that's really important to note when you're doing a cross comparison. Because we do get a lot of feedback, and then when we explain it, they say, okay, that makes a lot of sense. But it's just good to know when you're doing your comparison right from the front or from the get-go that that's available. But the other thing is, we do have Binance Pay available on Travala as well. So when you use Binance Pay, it's a gasless experience, which is quite important for a lot of people. You don't want to be paying high transaction fees. So if you're holding anything on Binance, then you can use Binance Pay for a gasless experience.
And I think that's so important for people jumping in and using this kind of technology for the first time. I know the first time I transacted and saw a gas fee, I was pretty surprised. And so being able to overcome that as a barrier to entry, I think is such a great thing to have for new users. Everybody's got a great travel story. I'd love to hear a quick one from both of you. A holiday that you've booked with crypto, or an experience you've had with crypto while traveling. I'm sure you guys have got a couple of great stories.
Yeah, I'll hand that one over to Shane to kick off, as he's kind of a walking use case here in this space.
Yeah, honestly, I am a walking use case, and I've been traveling exclusively on Travala for the last coming up on 2 years, I guess. Probably the best story that I've got is when I was down in South America, my visa got compromised. So I was pretty dead set on doing Machu Picchu, and I didn't have any access to cash. My bank wasn't allowing me to pull out cash from the ATMs, and I didn't have a Visa card. So I went down there anyways, and I booked my flight on Travala. I booked my stay on Travala, and then when I was in Cusco, I also booked the activity, which took me on a 3-day adventure, downhill biking, whitewater rafting, zip lining, walking to Machu Picchu, and then actually doing Machu Picchu itself. So I did that largely, or almost entirely, with cryptocurrency, and I've been able to travel the world since. So it's it is quite easy and seamless to be able to do. And if anybody has any questions on that, they can sidebar with me as well. I'm quite available on Twitter and Telegram to answer any questions about traveling on cryptocurrency.
Yeah, and from my side, I'm not going to talk about personal experience, but another business line that we have aside from the main OTA platform, we also have a luxury concierge service. So we offer like personalized travel, both business and leisure, and purely transacting crypto. So, for example, private jet, luxury, island, resorts. So every day we have exciting stories of customers coming to our concierge.io website using our really high-end platform, but we have a really good customer service team behind the scenes who can tailor travel to your needs, whether it's business or leisure. So people looking for a unique experience, like staying in a castle in Scotland, taking yachts around the world, and staying on their own private island. So you name it, we can deliver it. And that's sort of another interesting business proposition that we have. So it's a personalized service, but you can pay 100% in crypto as well.
Yeah, I'm sure that would yield some pretty awesome stories as well. How do we keep up with you guys? Where do we follow Travala if our users are interested in learning more?
We have a very active community on Discord, Telegram, and also Twitter. So they're the best places to go. We also have a blog, and you can reach out to us on LinkedIn as well. But yeah, follow us on social media, I would say. We've also got more initiatives coming up with Binance this year. And also we're working very closely with a lot of big players and smaller players in the crypto space. So yeah, follow us and reach out anytime.
Awesome. Well, it's definitely been a crazy couple of years, and I know that many of us could use a holiday. So in partnership with Binance Australia, Travala is offering $25 in free travel credits when you sign up or sign into your Travala account. And we've also got a grand prize of $1,000 up for grabs, and you will be automatically entered if you use our link as well. So you can find that link in our YouTube video description or in the thread of this tweet, depending on where you're watching this AMA. And you can definitely check out our Binance Australia blog for more details and the full terms and conditions. But there's a great little offer from Travala to help get you traveling with crypto. Thanks so much for joining me, gentlemen. It's been really great to chat with you and hear more about your plans for the business this year. Absolutely best of luck. And yeah, we look forward to watching this roll out and chatting with you next time.
Thank you so much. It's a great opportunity, and thanks for everyone who joined today.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. And thanks a lot, Liam, for hosting.